Welcome to today's App Academy. This session is a follow-up to our Future Forward series from November, and it's intended to be product demos. So you are here to see a product demo to learn more about these individual products. So don't be shocked when our presenters are talking about the products, because that's what this is all about. Our audience members and subscribers have told us they really want to see more demos, more product demos to help them understand what products to pick. Brad, if you are ready, it is all
Ready.
yours, sir.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And I'm going to share my screen with you guys here. Can you guys see my full screen?
Yes. Yep.
Well, thank you very much. We did a presentation of the Future Forward event a couple of weeks ago with Murph, and today my goal is to kind of do some deep dives into some of the points that we raised at the last meeting, and talk about that, because our whole goal at that meeting, at the Future Forward, was to really do some ways that accountants can represent more highly profitable multi-entity and multi-location businesses, such like franchise, diocese, and things like that. So, and really what you need to do that, or like industries such as doctors and dentists and veterinarians, but to do that, you need the right technology and support. So I'm going to go through a few of those today, talk a little bit about why it's important, and go directly into the tools. So why is this important? Okay. It is important for accountants and bookkeepers, and specifically client accounting services groups, for a couple of reasons. One, according to a 2023 survey, 80% of accounting firms are actively seeking to incorporate advisory services. So if you're not doing it, you're going to be missing out. The other interesting part about this thing is, and the reason why you want to do this, is more revenue per client, higher hourly rates, higher client spend, and increased client retention. Very, very important. So this is kind of why we're doing this. It's to make our firm and our client advisory services practice more profitable, and in the long run, and attract and retain more clients. Okay, so we talked about why we're doing this, and so we're going to talk about the ROI. Okay, we're going to first focus on sections that increase billable hours, decrease unbillable hours, and talk about time, cost, and revenue. So what Qvinci solves for client accounting services clients, it's faster, deeper insights, more visibility, and measurable outcomes. Qvinci really equips the CES teams with intelligence they need but don't have. So we have three areas. We save time, we increase revenue, which both equals increased ROI. And we're going to go over a couple of tools to help you do that in a minute. The second thing is, what we do is we talk about packaging and pricing your client accounting services or advisory services. We use those interchangeably, strategically. Okay. And this section is going to focus on value added fixed billing scenarios. Okay. So I'll give you a couple examples. Okay. We're going to show you how to seamlessly integrate Qvinci into your current client advisory services bundles or advisory services bundles, and elevate your value and appeal. We're going to talk about a good, better, best tier. Okay, where that with Qvinci or baked into your premium offerings, and we're going to apply this value-based pricing to tiers so you can benefit. So let's say, for example, we have a customer that has a good, better, best, and like let's say goods $500 a month, better is $700 a month, best is $1,000 a month, and you offer services in there as a package deal: accounting services, billing, reporting, business intelligence, and all those things that we're going to go over here in a minute to make your offerings more valuable to your client, that you have to spend less time, because a product like Qvinci can show you how not only can you provide these services you can get a very inexpensive service like Qvinci to drive your costs down. I'll give you an example. We have a customer of ours in Colorado that represents a number of independent dentist offices. Okay, started out with about 180 independent dentist office, and he does that, good, better, best, silver, gold, platinum, tiered approach. And this was 4 or 5 years ago. They are now over 1,100 customers or clients in that vertical. Okay, and he uses Qvinci to provide the advanced business intelligence to turn his basic accounting practice into quote unquote trusted advisor. And we have numerous examples of Qvinci, how we've done that. And we're going to go over some of those tools. All right. So the next thing we're going to talk about is how to communicate and market your services for adoption. And we at Qvinci have a simple program to do that. It's called the QTAP, the Qvinci Turnkey Advisor Program. Okay. It is a very simple process to follow for both accountants just starting off to launch. Okay. But it also has tools in there for people who are doing this that want to scale their advisory practice. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit about that and how you create that excitement and sense of urgency early with early renewal offers and value added incentives. It just takes your practice to a new level from compliance accounting to advisory services. And as you saw earlier, that's about somewhere between a 30 to 50% hike in price that people are able to charge for that. So let's talk about the advisory life cycle, okay? And the advisory life cycle, in our opinion at Qvinci, has 5 steps. Step 1, step 2, and step 3 is the QTAP. Step 4 and step 5 are the more advanced features. And we're going to go over this. And we break it down like that, step 1, step 2, step 3, to make it very simple for those people just starting out. Step 1, advisory portal, review the metrics. Step 2, generate the reports, the automated KPI scorecard and some simple financial reporting. Step 3, spread the word, the advisory services marketing kit. Very simple, it's easy to implement, and it comes at no extra charge with your Qvinci subscription. Step 4 and step 5 are create a future, compare and contrast, benchmarking, forecasting, what if analysis, more advanced advisory techniques. Now, you can do them all at once if you want. We break them down like this for simplicity purposes, and that makes life easy. Okay, so let's take it another step forward. Okay, well, what is the Qvinci Turnkey Advisor Program? Okay, the Turnkey Advisor Program has 3 simple steps. As I just said, step 1, review the metrics. Step 2, generate the reports. Step 3, spread the word. And, I am going to, I'm a little bit ahead of schedule right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you right into the application that we can easily take a look at that, and I'll bring it into you in action. I wasn't going to do that, but since I'm a little bit ahead, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull this right over here and pull up the application. Okay. And let's see, I'm getting, okay. And we're going to go straight into our demo. And here's the great thing about the advisory portal. Everybody lands right here. You have all your customers or clients on the left, the reporting entity, if they have more than one reporting entity per customer. What type of file type you have: QuickBooks Desktop, QuickBooks Online, Xero, Microsoft Excel, and soon Qvinci is going to be accounting solution agnostic, so Intacct, NetSuite, non-fi data, whatever. And then you show when the last time the data is synced and the reporting month, so you can look at it. But let's say you want to look at this thing and you have all your clients here, and you want to say, hey, Restaurant GL Austin Brew, that guy's cost of goods sold is negative 10%. Well, let's find out what's going on here. You click the button and you go straight into a cost of goods sold advisory card, and it gives you some summary level data. Okay. And the summary level data may or may not be good enough, but you click another button, it goes into the underlying report that which that data has come from. Okay. We call that drill down. All right. So now you're looking at the report here, and you scroll through there and you're going like, well, this is not good enough, but I got negative 21,000 for my net income. I want to dig a little further. You click this button and you go to the next level, and it brings you right into the general ledger. Okay. And you could really drill down in, that's why we call review the metrics, step one. Okay. And so we look into this thing, and you're able to dive into these things. You're able to review the general ledger metrics, and you can propose journal entries if you need to. You don't have to, but they'll be there. So at the end of the day, with 4 clicks of a mouse, okay, you can go from advisory portal all the way to the general ledger and dig into this thing before you even talk to your customer about their problems. So we go back to the advisory portal, okay? And we also have this reporting month data ready feature that shows you whether or not the books are ready. You can do this by month, same period last year, 3 months, reporting 3 months versus same time last year, or fiscal year to date versus same time last year. And this is all fake data, so normally you wouldn't have so much red, but you got everything at the tip of your fingers. So this is what we say when you're able to review the metrics of your clients. But this is just meant to start the conversation with your customer. And then the next step here, I'm going to get back to here, is you review the metrics. All right. Next, we go to the KPI scorecard. And let's say we go to the KPI scorecard. This is something you can send to your client to get him to start thinking about, what is my income doing? What is my cost doing? What is my expense doing? What is my KPI analysis doing? And at Qvinci, we have this thing called green is good, red we got to talk. And it forces your clients to focus on the red things, the things that are trending negatively. Okay. And that way you can have really good advisory conversations with your clients. I mean, let's face it, most of our clients are in the small business. They're not finance guys or finance geeks, but they do understand green is good and red we got to talk. In this case, imagine having a Zoom call with your clients. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas where you got to talk to this guy about. Okay. And you can drill down from this report. You can drill directly down to the same area you drilled before. And part of this KPI scorecard comes top 10 expenses, year-over-year income, ARAP, and anything else you want to add to it, because it's all customizable. So, you reviewed the metrics, okay? You generated the reports, and you got a advisory scorecard that motivates you to call your client to see if he needs some help. And you got a KPI scorecard that motivates your client to call you and say, hey, Bob, I got some areas here where I need some help trying to figure out. And it's limited to those red areas so we can focus on the thing. We have another thing at Qvinci. We call it find red, fix red. Okay. And it's really a mantra to get people to focus on the fundamentals, focus on the problems that are really affecting their business. If you want to become that trusted advisor, you really got to cut through the noise and cut through all the data and make the complex simple. Because like I said a minute ago, all of our clients are small businesses. They're not finance guys. Imagine you show that to them and then schedule a Zoom call, and you guys can go over, why is my dental supplies trending down? It was 100,000 is the low range, 104 is the high, I'm 106. Why is that? And you can easily drill down to the general ledger, find it, and develop a plan with your client to solve that problem. Okay? So The next thing, one of the biggest objections we've heard in the KPI in the turnkey advisor program is, hey, I don't have enough resources to do this, or I don't have enough know-how to do this, or I don't have enough client support. Well, Qvinci solves that for you because our turnkey advisor program provides all the resources, the basic user guide. It's an ebook. It's provided to you, has all the necessary links in it. It shows you exactly what to do, step one, step two, step three. All right, we have a marketing kit. We have a whole marketing kit that shows you how to communicate with your staff, your clients, and your prospects, and gives you sample reports. Imagine this. You have a client you're trying to do a business with, trying to do advisory work with, but you're doing their accounting. Well, in Qvinci, you can go make a KPI scorecard or what if a break-even analysis, send it to them. It won't cost you much. Send it to them for free and say, hey, I can provide you with these type of services. Would you be of interest in that? We have a lot of accountants that bought Qvinci with the idea of using it as a prospecting tool. And we give you sample reports, okay, that you can attach to emails to your prospect and say, hey, would your business be positively effective if I could provide you this type of insight on a monthly basis? Okay, and start that advisory conversation. Okay, and the final thing we have is the Qvinci Customer Success Team. Okay, and we are available by phone, by email, by appointment. These are not call center people; these are professionals, and they are there to help you every step of the way. And aside from the onboarding fee, don't cost anything more. They come along with the subscription. Excuse me, the subscription fee. And I'll leave you with this thought. And this ties into the original why slide I brought up. Okay. It says, if you don't provide your clients with advanced advisory services, another accountant will. It's as simple as that. If 80% of accountants and firms are out there trying to do this, okay, and then the ones that do it are showing a 20 to 30% higher monthly charge and more retention and more income per client. If you're not doing this in some sort of way, you're losing something to the field. And what Qvinci's doing is trying to provide you a very simple advisory program to get you started, to help you launch it. But it's also used to help you scale it as well. And if you remember, you have step 1, step 2, and step 3. And then once you master that, you have step 4 and step 5. And we will do all the training and walk with you every step of the way. So that is some great tools. Now, what we do have at Qvinci, if you don't believe me, is an ROI guide and an ROI calculator. Okay, and we could sit down with you free of charge and go over what it would cost to do advisory services manually versus Qvinci. Okay, and we have an ROI calculator and we use it all the time. And you know, if you speak to one of our solution consultants or account managers, they'll sit down with you and go over it with you. And once they go over it with you, they'll give it to you, and you can play with it. But it's all there to show you why. I mean, not why it's important, but how valuable it can be to you. And to the extent you have, 2 clients, 10 clients, 20 clients, 50 clients, that ROI calculator becomes exponentially more profitable to you through economies of scale. So I have that here. Everyone's going to get a copy of this deck. And that's a hot link right there to the RO guide. It opens up and you can schedule on a Acuity calendar some time with our people, and they'll be happy to go over it with you. Okay. And this is just a picture of the top of the face of the ebook, evaluating an accounting financial management solution for your firm. It's an RO guide. We don't send the ROI calculator without your first meeting with our people, because we've found in the past that if without a little direction on how to implement it, people get lost and they bail out. But spending a half an hour, 15, 20 minutes with us, we can show you how to use the ROI guide. Then we'll give it to you, and you can play with it and play with the numbers. And it goes into things like, how much does an FTE cost at your firm? What's your overhead? How many clients you have? What kind of monthly reporting do they have? What does Qvinci cost? And it will show you your potential savings of unbillable time versus billable time. And really, it's remarkable. So I suggest it's free. There's no charge for anyone to meet with anybody at Qvinci to go over this. So I would suggest that you go take us up on that resource and let us show you how valuable Qvinci is. Okay, we're about 20 minutes in, and we got about 5 minutes left. So I'm going to go over some next steps, and then I got a couple of other reports I want to show you. I didn't know if I'd have enough time, so I put them at the end. If you want to meet with someone at Qvinci, okay, we have a couple ways to do it. In this deck that you're going to get, you're going to have these private demonstrations. Okay, you click the link, it opens up an Acuity calendar, and you schedule some time. Okay, we have live product focused webinars every Tuesday. If you want to go deep dive into some of these things, because this is only half an hour, we do these every Tuesday for accountants and go really, really deep into the weeds. Or if you want to be an early adopter and go straight into the deep end of the pool, you can sign up for a free trial and get started right away. We're happy to do it. And for anybody on this App Academy or the Future Forward event, you sign up in the next 30 days, we have a very attractive special pricing package for you. And it's a discount. And we suggest that you talk to one of our account executives, and they'll explain it all to you. And we'll make sure, and we do that we give you a big discount so you can get up and running and try it and see how good it is. So this will all be in the deck that we're going to send after the webinar. And now we have a little bit more time. So I didn't know it, so I put a lot of things in the appendix, not knowing how much time I will have, but we have a little time, so we'll go into it. Okay. In the appendix, I have 5 different collaterals here. Okay. A buyer's guide, onboarding guide, FAQ guide, strategies for success, why Qvinci is a smart choice, and some great success stories. Okay. All these links are hot. You can click them and you can see we do this for hundreds and hundreds of firms and individual accountants. I think Qvinci last count was 40,000 business units linking and syncing on Qvinci. So we do this a lot. We know what we're doing and we're good at it. So I suggest you take a look at these collaterals, and they'll tell you everything you need to know. Or if you don't want to do the reading, like I said, you can schedule a meeting with a solution consultant. We can talk to you today or tomorrow. All right. Here's some of the more advanced tools that really is in that step 4, step 5, okay, which is ranking and benchmarking analysis. This tool here, and we don't have the time to really dive into it, so I'm gonna go over the broad strokes of it, but our people at Qvinci will go into it with you. This does peer benchmarking and ranking within an organization, okay, of franchise, diocese, or like industry. It's all anonymized data. They won't know. You don't run the risk of sharing one data with another, but it allows you to bench and rank all of your entities or all your clients to see where there are, in terms of benching and ranking. I'll give you an example. One of the things we did was we had a coffee company. One entity in the same market was making 300, the other one was losing 20. It took us 15 minutes to figure out why. Okay, so the next tool is a what if break-even analysis. Okay, and this is a great new tool. Okay, it's a break-even analysis. This would be used on a single entity by entity basis. Okay, and this is a tool that you use to figure out each of one of your clients' break-even analysis. Then ask the question of what if? What if I make some changes to my controllable and non-controllable cost okay, what would my break-even analysis be at that point? Okay, and this is just a screenshot of this. This is a very advanced tool. It comes with Qvinci, and all the data that we get to support this happens in the background automatically every night at 2 a.m. So you don't have to worry about grabbing all the data and building this. This is for you. You open it up, it hydrates, you're off to the races. Okay, and this is the kind of thing that saves you a lot of money, because you can show your clients some pretty advanced advisory services and become that trusted advisor, and increase rates, increase revenue per client, make your clients more sticky, and the like. This is an amazing tool. I only have time to show you a little bit of it today, but our account executives stand by ready to show you. Here's another one. If you represent dioceses, franchises, multi-entity groups, okay, it's called Entities at Risk versus High Performers, okay? And it's simply that. You take all the entities within your group. Let's say you represent a number of people in a diocese or a franchise or any multi-unit organization. You can set the criteria, okay, and then see who's at risk based upon the criteria you set, and see who are your high performers based upon the criteria you set. Okay, amazing tool. And then if you know who are your high performers, then you can sort of build your budgets of what you can suggest that your clients use as a budget across their ecosystem. It's an amazing tool. It's really designed for people within a like industry or a multi-industry environment, not singles. But imagine if you could give that kind of information to your customer, with all the data automatically done for you overnight. It's an amazing tool. Okay. Big Four analysis, very simple tool. This comes with the KPI scorecard package, and it's basically the Big Four analysis: revenue, gross profits, expenses, and net income. And I see I'm running a little over time there, so thank you for the nod there. And I'll finish up with, we have a number of things here in the appendix. Pete, please reach out and we'll go over all of them. And thank you for allowing me to come and show this today. And I'll give you back the screen.
Brad, there is one question in here, and it's asking, does Qvinci work with desktop, QuickBooks Desktop?
We work with desktop. We work with online. It doesn't matter. We work with Xero. We work with Excel. And soon we'll be able to work with any accounting system and any data source.
Fantastic. All right. Well, great. And there's a poll up there right now. If you'd like to hear directly from Qvinci, just say yes. And we'll leave that open for a few more seconds, and then we will move on to Valerie Heckman with OnPay. Brad, thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Super, very comprehensive presentation. And you guys have been doing this a long time, right?
Yes, sir. About 15 years.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, thank you. Thanks, Brad.
Are you an accounting or tax professional who wants to stay ahead without spending a dime? Join thousands who trust insightful accountant and tax practice news to keep them informed and empowered. Get expert updates on QuickBooks, Xero, tax planning strategies, and workflow tips delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a solo bookkeeper, firm leader, or tax advisor, these newsletters are your shortcut to what's next in the profession. They're free, practical, and built for people like you. Visit insightfulaccountant.com and hit subscribe to start your smarter workflow today for free.